Could SafeMoon finally be getting close to announcing the SafeMoon card? Because it's been almost a year. What is going on with that? One of the things that has been noticed by the SafeMoon community is that the SafeMoon Insider, the Lowdown, they've been having information in their articles saying, here's how you can go and sign up for the SafeMoon card. And as is noted here by SafeMoon Knight, he says, notice how they have taken out the debit card information. It's been missing on several issues already. Perhaps a revamp? Why the removal? So he tagged both myself as well as Danology. I've mentioned Danology in other videos. SafeMoon Knight being a member of the SafeMoon community, obviously, as well as being a fellow YouTuber, content creator. And with this, I responded saying I'm more inclined to believe that we're close to it launching, but it's not out of the realm of questioning that new issues have arisen legally due to ramp-ups from the likes of the SEC and such. Why did I state that? If you guys are not familiar with what's been going on in the world of finance, we've been seeing the likes of the SEC coming forward with a lawsuit against XRP. That's been an ongoing case for quite a while now. There was also Library Token or Library Coin LBC, which is kind of like a decentralized version of YouTube. And a lot of these pushes from the SEC are trying to label cryptocurrencies as securities. We've also seen the SEC crack down on Paxos in regards to the creation and allowance of BUSD, which is the Binance stablecoin, pegged 1-to-1 with the dollar. 1 BUSD equals 1 United States dollar. And the SEC has also said, hey, Kraken, you guys aren't allowed to do your staking. Coinbase has raised concerns saying, are they going to be coming after us next? The SEC also saying they're hiring more people. They're looking to hire more people so that they can go after more cryptocurrencies. And Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, has also made a remark stating that everything except for Bitcoin is a security. Why is it such a concern if everything is labeled as securities? Because you have to go through a proper registration system in order to do so. It can be very expensive. And a lot of projects that are trying to be innovative, they don't have the capital, the means to being able to pursue doing that. So it's really doing a discredit towards the opportunities to evolve in this industry space. I think regulations are good, don't get me wrong. Some people will be like, no, don't regulate any of this stuff. No regulations whatsoever. Let everyone just do freely what they want. When you have no set of rules, it will inevitably lead to chaos. We've seen rampant cases of malicious players coming out and running off with liquidity funds. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt, right? Especially if it's you. Some people that aren't in the project, they'll look at it and be like, haha. Some people will be like, oh, that's sad. Well, thankfully it didn't happen to me. Until it happens to you, then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I want these people to be held accountable. Well, if you don't have any rules, how do you hold people accountable? Because of the evolutionary changes that have been taking place and what the SEC is really trying to identify as a security or not, I think this raises significant concerns on how SafeMoon as a company, if they are releasing a SafeMoon card, right, this debit card, and that's tied in with the cryptos, and these cryptos are not directly cryptos that SafeMoon themselves have made, what legal risks are there because of what those other cryptos are? Does SafeMoon have to register in some way as being legally allowed to handle securities? Maybe they're trying to take additional steps to prepare themselves. And again, this is just wild speculation. All I know is that the SafeMoon card has not actually launched yet. All I know is we're looking at here a year later from when they said that the card was going to launch. And this is after the SafeMoon Orbital Shield, also known as SOS. That was the reason. That was the reason why they delayed the SafeMoon card. They said, hey, last minute, we had a talk internally. We decided we want to push this security feature first. Okay. Took their time. They worked out the details on it. They ran tests. Boom. Beta. There you go. Went up live. Now it's been months, right? It's been quite a few months since the SafeMoon Orbital Shield. We're in that time frame where a lot of people are looking at it and saying, hey, it's a 1-year anniversary. What's going on with the card? So the fact that they removed this, that could be one reason, just because of the new risks that seem to be arising in the cryptocurrency space. You also have the Federal Reserve. They're talking about their own stable coin. You see USDC and all of its collapse that's going on. That's a stable coin that's supposed to be very, very reliable, but the fact that it was tied in with a bank, and the bank then, lo and behold, collapsed because banks can do that. That's caused even more risks. That's caused even more concerns in this industry space. The things that you look at in crypto that feel like they're the most reliable, there's vulnerabilities that can still be found. And I think that it's important to realize we are still so early in this industry space that not everything is going to be fully protected. You have to play with it and tinker with it, right? It's something fresh and new that we haven't seen before. But like children, you got to allow them enough creative space to be able to try things, because that's how we really learn. And then we take notes of these things. If you restrict them the access to the tools available to be able to play and try and learn, well, you're highly restricting the potential, the potential for their growth. Security measures, they need to be put in place. Sure, I totally agree with that. But it's not like you need to wrap somebody in a giant bubble wrap in order for them to go play with a choo-choo train. You get what I'm saying? I hope you understand what I'm trying to more or less say there. Now, to read on further with this, what does Danology think? Danology actually has a little bit of a different point of view. He says, I personally believe the card will launch this month in Europe. That very well could be a possibility too. The SEC is handling things here in the United States. The United States does lead by example, although when we look at things in the financial market, not everything is a parallel in every other country. So because of that, there is a possibility we could see this launching in Europe. And based on previous information, it sounds like the launching in Europe was going to be the first route anyways. If they launch this in Europe within the month or within a month, I think that would be great. If they launch in Europe, it'd be nice to see them expand out in a fairly reasonable amount of time over to the United States as well. But regardless, as long as one of the features that they've talked about is accessible in some way, Europe is still quite big, guys. I live in the United States. Would it be nice to know that people that reside in the United States would have access to the SafeMoon card? Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. But a lot of people live in Europe. If people get access to the card in Europe, they're using it, they're enjoying it, they show the positive benefits to it, for all we know, that could actually help contribute to a more likelihood of it getting passed and approved in some way if there needs to be a case made here in the United States. They can lead by example. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is a very real possibility? Could we be seeing the SafeMoon card within a month, let's say within the next 30 days? And if so, do you think that it would launch over in Europe? Or do you think that there's new legal issues that are coming up because of the SEC and potentially other companies? Tell us your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. You guys can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I really appreciate it, guys. This is my job. This is what I do for a living. And if you'd like to support my career, you can join that. There's a link down in the description below. It's greatly appreciated. And also thank you to my YouTube members. If you would like to join that, you can click the join button down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.